Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's that defense shifting again. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
To the air, it's Griffin. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And here's the handoff. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And the Wildcats will crank up the tempo.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Third down for the offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. Moves the ball to the 35, another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the toss play, runner moving left. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Can they keep the opening drive alive? In the 11th play, it's 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Breaks loose at the 40. Has the first, still on the move. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defense coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Hands off to the left. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the KState offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Griffin. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Kansas State. No chance to catch it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And a Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Change of direction. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Movement at the second level of the defense now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and his defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Third and short, they hand the ball off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Over the middle and incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Coverage seam downs the ball right there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. A handoff to the back. Jukes to get free. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back to throw. It's Griffin. He's running out of time here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away and see what happens on this next down.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
What's another huge gain for this guy? And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first.
The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it in the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Just nowhere to go on that run play. It's going to bring up third down. Nice job of that defensive front.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow them back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
42 Spider.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Let's go.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run the option.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try the right side on the toss. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The Wildcats will look to convert here on fourth down. Down. He's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. Touchdown, Kansas State. This offense cannot be stopped. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Toss play to the running back going left. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Banks. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made quickly, but gain to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back to pass. It's Griffin. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the 1st down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Bringing it back, it's Bishop. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Unleashes the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz on that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. Now, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the run, it's Banks. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The Red Raiders will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense.
42 Spider.
It's a QB sneak. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game. National championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the KState offense is back out on the field now. forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Griffin. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Offense operating from the pistol. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Heading left after the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And now the running back's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Looking to throw. It's Griffin. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Red Raiders looking to cash in this red zone trip. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Looking for a gap. It's Banks. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The back's got it. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the it's a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Oh, delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do with this placement in the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's picked for a third time tonight. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Kansas State Wildcats.